Hey guys, KingBoss06 here, and we're back with a unique video. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a sketching session. I did record a different sketching session, but after editing, the video was 40 plus minutes long, and when I tried exporting it, it just took up too much memory on my phone, so I simply couldn't. I've already uploaded the sketches on my Twitter, NewgroundsDeviantArt, and my Discord. So for those of you who follow me on any of those social media platforms, you've already seen them. And I also uploaded a non-safe for work one, which obviously I'm not going to post here on YouTube, but it's a random idea. I'm not going to go further into that, but basically, in that video, I was going to do 3 individual sketches. I did 3 individual sketches, and then I did a sketch with 3 individuals in the same drawing. So I did 4 total sketches, and in that one I had very rough coloring. So I just had a sketch, put rough coloring, and that was it. No background. And the individual drawings of Frost, Togoda, and Kendo were under an hour. The Kendo one was the longest, 56 minutes. Frost was 41 minutes, and Mirio Togoda was 49 minutes. And then the sketch of Muhammad Abdul, Kana Kamui, and Mei Chang was an hour and a half in total, in terms of how long the project is. So, in this video, I'm going to be drawing 3 pairs of duos. So in other words, I'm going to have 3 sketches that have 2 characters in them. I will re-roll if I get 2 of the same character, because the only thing I could do there is either draw the person twice or draw 2 different versions of that character, like a younger and older version. I mean, in the case of Naruto, it works because the Shadow Clone Jutsu exists. So maybe if I get a repeat of a Naruto character who can do the jutsu, like Sarada's on the list, you guys can see at the very top, and she copied it from the Shadow Clone Jutsu from Boruto, so that would make sense. Otherwise, but I'm probably not going to do that, so it has to be, for each duo, it has to be 2 different characters. There's still a chance that a character will repeat, but the chances of that are pretty low. When I did my first sketching session, there was a total of 236 people on the list. I've gone through some anime and added some more people to the list, and I still plan on adding more. But right now, the list has gone from 236 to 323, so that means I added a total of 87 characters. And I've also added in people from different anime entirely. So, without further ado, I already set my list, so when I press the red button, it's going to roll 2 characters. I'm going to roll that 3 times, and I'm going to draw each of those duos. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first duo is going to be Cell and Yasutoru Sato. The second duo is going to be Chifuyu Matsuno and Sosuke Aizen. The third duo is going to be Umiko Ahogun and Bulma. So, let's get straight to it. Alright, so here we are with the speed paints. As I said before, this format is different from the last video I tried to do, in which I would spin once, do the drawing, spin again, do the drawing. I would essentially repeat that pattern. Prior to this, I made 4 sketches, so I've made a total of 7 sketches. Once I make 3 more, I think I want to go through those 3 sketches and determine if any of them are ones I want to turn into a full drawing. And that'll be a video in and of itself. If I choose to do that, it's not going to be uploaded on Friday like normal speed paints. It'll probably be a Wednesday video, so I can do a live commentary on that process, because I've yet to turn any of my sketches into a full speed paint. Any of these colored sketches, of course, because obviously when I do a drawing, I either make a thumbnail, which is a separate thing. That's what the Monday videos are for. The occasional Monday videos whenever I do thumbnail drawings before a drawing. Or I do a doodle within the project that I'm working on. And then I do a sketch. And then I do line art. I refine the line art. I put down the base colors, and then I do the shading and lighting. The shading comes first, and then I do the lighting. And then I will use different layer modes. Lately I've been doing hard light, and then I'll use the airbrush to erase parts of it to give it a different look. And then I usually use a film grain, and then I erase it on the skin of the character. And I just keep it on the clothing, and then I just vary it a little bit. And that's how it goes. For these colored sketches, I don't do most of that. I simply do a doodle, I do a sketch, and then I color under it. I set the sketch to multiply. Once I get the base colors, I use the pen fade brush for the entirety of the coloring. I have the shading layer on multiply 50%. That's how I always do shading. I have the lighting layer on a soft light layer. I've been using that lately. And then the base colors, once I finish coloring completely, I turn down the opacity of the base colors to 50%. And that makes the shading stand out more. It's a lot easier to see. And then I just merge it all into one layer, and then the drawing's done. Out of the 3 sketches I did, I believe the Umiko and Bulma one was the one that took the least amount of time, with 41 minutes. I believe the Cell sketch, I'm trying to remember, I think one of them took 56 minutes, and then maybe the Chad and Cell one took 49 minutes. I don't actually remember for sure, but point being, they're all under an hour, and instead of drawing one character in each of these, I drew 2. I think I might have talked about this before, but I have a Google Doc where I have a bunch of some of my creative ideas for art and animation and all that, which I haven't executed any of the things on my list in a while, but the last section is a list, and I have a list of all the characters that I've drawn fan art for, and I have it alphabetically A through Z. Orihime is the first character that I've drawn, and just to be clear, in terms of fan art, it has to be after 2019. So any character I've drawn in 2019 that I haven't drawn since is not on the list. Lucy, I drew Lucy Hartvilia in 2019 when I first started digital art, but I have not drawn her since. Speaking of, I'm going to rewatch Fairy Tail at some point, but right now I'm taking notes on every episode of My Hero Academia, the current season, which is season 6. Speaking of, just to be clear, this video should be coming out on a Wednesday, let's see, March 8th. So there's a chance that My Hero Academia episode 20 is available by the time this video is up, and I'm recording this on Thursday, March 2nd, so this will be before the episode because it comes out on Saturdays. Saturday will be the 4th, Saturday, March 4th. Episode 20 may have come out. They came out with 2 episodes in a single week, so I don't know if they, Toho Animation, plan on releasing another one anytime soon, or if they're gonna take a 1-week break. But regardless, I can't really comment on episode 20 because I haven't seen episode 20. All I know about episode 20 is what was in the preview. And I talk about my thoughts on episodes 18 and 19 in my speed paint, my 2-year speed paint. Actually, no, scratch that. In my thumbnail video. I'm recording this before I record the commentaries for the 2 speed paint and the thumbnails, which will lead to another speed paint. So yeah. So the way I have this formatted is, I think I haven't actually made the video itself yet, I'm just recording the commentary, but I think each of the sketches, I'm going to have the first two be 2 minutes long, and then I'm going to have the last one be 5, so then it'll be 9 minutes of speed paints. It's gonna go in the order in which I rolled the characters. That's the order in which I drew all of these sketches, is in the order that I rolled them. I think after this, I might decide to update the list even further and add Haikyuu characters, and possibly add characters from How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom. Because as I explained before, when I do Nerdle and other stuff, which is a daily thing, I usually have, a lot of times I have anime playing in the background, and Realist Hero happens to be the one I've had playing. So, and I also have it playing when I'm doing artwork, so I'm on the last episode of the second part. So, yeah, it's a total of 26 episodes. If you guys like to see a different type of isekai in which it's not really about fighting, but it's more about diplomacy and politics, in the complexities of just the policies of a different world, and someone making adjustments, then I mean, I don't want to say too much without spoiling the actual series itself. For those of you who've seen, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't, if you want a new twist on isekai, at least try it out. Watch the first couple of episodes, because the first episode is just a start, but I think the second episode you can get the vibe of the series from that. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of the speed paint, unless I have edited it in a certain way. If I've trimmed it, then maybe the speed paints are done, but enjoy what you see at the end of the speed paints. I'm going to show each sketch individually, so I hope you guys enjoy that.